I need to tell you something that might change how you see yourself. Stop trying to fix yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. I know that sounds crazy, especially if you're into self improvement like I am. We spend too much time focused on our flaws, what we need to work on, what's broken, what's holding us back. And look, growth is important. Getting better is important. I'm not saying stop improving, but there's a difference between improving from a place of wholeness and trying to fix yourself because you think you're broken. One is expansion, the other is self rejection. And most people are operating from self rejection without even realizing it. They read self help books, they take the courses, they do the morning routines, not because they want to expand, but because they're trying to escape of who they currently are. And that energy, that I'm not enough as I am energy, doesn't lead to growth. It leads to exhaustion. It leads to never feeling satisfied. It leads to a lifetime of chasing a version of yourself that's always one more fix away. So today, I want to challenge something that you might have believed your whole life, that you need to be fixed. There might be something wrong with you, that you're a project that needs completing. Because I don't think that's true. I think believing it is actually is what's holding you back. So here's what the fix yourself mentality does to you. It puts you in a constant state of not enoughness. No matter what you achieve, no matter how much you grow, there's always another flaw to address. Always another thing wrong with you, always another gap between who you are and who you should be. And that gap, it never closes because the mentality itself creates the gap. Think about it. If you approach every day thinking, I need to fix myself, you're starting from a place of brokenness. You're reinforcing the belief that something is wrong. And that belief colors everything. It makes you discount your wins. It makes you obsess over your weaknesses. It makes you feel like an imposter even when you're succeeding. Because deep down, you still think you're broken. And broken people don't deserve success, right? Well, that's the trap. The self-improvement industry makes billions of dollars selling you a belief that you're not enough, that you need this course, this hack, this transformation to finally be okay. But what if you are already okay? What if the thing you're chasing, that feeling of being fixed, was available right now? Not after the weight loss, not after the income goal, not after the morning routine, right now. What if you can change? What would you change if you actually believed that? Here's the shift I want to offer you. Instead of fixing yourself, try expressing yourself. Instead of there's something wrong with me that needs to be corrected, try there's something in me that wants to come out. Completely different energy. Fixing is about removing what's bad. Expressing is about revealing what's already good. Fixing says I'm broken. Expressing says I'm unfinished and that's okay. When you come from expression instead of correction, growth feels different. It feels exciting instead of exhausting. It feels like becoming more of yourself instead of becoming someone else. And here's the thing, the best version of you isn't some future person you need to construct. The best version of you already exists. It's just covered by all the noise, the limited beliefs, the fears, the stories you've been told about who you are. Growth isn't about adding things. It's about removing the stuff that isn't you. It's not construction, it's excavation. You're not building a new self. You're uncovering the self that was always there. If this is hitting different right now, if something in you is like, yeah, I needed to hear this, please subscribe. I make content for people who want to grow without hating themselves in the process. Let me give you some permission. Permission to be imperfect. Permission to have flaws you don't fix. Permission to be a work in progress forever. Because here's the truth. You're never going to be done. There's never going to be a moment where you're fixed and you can finally relax. So why not relax now? Why not accept yourself now? Why not operate from wholeness now instead of waiting for some future version that doesn't exist? I spent years thinking that I'd be happy when I fixed all my problems, when I was more disciplined, when I was more successful, when I was more confident. And you know what I found? The more I chased fixed, the more broken I felt. Because the chase itself was the problem. What actually changed things was when I stopped. When I looked at myself, my flaws and all, and said, you're okay, man. Not perfect, but okay. From that place, I actually started growing faster because I wasn't fighting myself anymore. I wasn't rejecting who I was. I was just being and letting growth happen naturally. And that's what I want for you. Not another thing to fix, not another problem to solve, just permission to be exactly who you are right now. And from that place, from acceptance, you'll find that growth happens on its own. Not because you're forcing it, but because you're finally not blocking it. You're not broken. You never were. So stop trying to fix something that was never wrong. Just be and let yourself become. Thank you very much.